The Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons returning to the basketball court for the first time in quite a while today. The Dragons making their return to action by hosting the Winona Warriors in a pair of NSIC contests. We'll start with the men's game. The Dragons playing their first games since January 2nd, and they haven't lost a step. They're working with a big lead here in the final minutes of the first half, but they aren't slowing down. Jaden Stanley Williams weaving through all kinds of traffic all the way to the bucket. The Dragons up by double digits. And they're looking for more with less than a minute left in the half. Gavin Baumgartner with a catch and release three at the top of the arc. Nothing but nylon. The Dragons head into the locker room with an 11-point lead. They carry that momentum into the second half. Bryce Ersfeld in three-point range and finds his spot. The Dragons continuing to pour it on at the start of the final 20. And they aren't done. Ersfeld gets the defender and me with the camera to bite and then finds Simon Sem down low. Sem's heavily contested jumper falls through. The Dragons continuing to dominate. This one never got much closer. The Dragons dominating their way to a 74-58 win over the Warriors. Baumgartner led both teams in scoring with 21 points. The Dragons now move to 10-8 overall. The Dragon women also hosting Winona State in their first game in almost 3 weeks. The Dragons with a 1-point lead here in the first quarter. A long pass across the court hauled in by Natalie Jens, and she finishes it off from there, driving the baseline and putting up the one-arm jumper. Dragons up 5-2. The Warriors going on a bit of a run now. They're up 8-5, but it's Peyton Boom trying to stop that run, blocking this shot with her fingertips and bringing possession back to MSUM. They finally break their scoring drought here. Boom pulls in the offensive board and puts it right back for two. Winona with a 12-7 lead in the opening frame. The Dragons would rally from a 19-point deficit at one point, but would fall short in the end. Winona State leaving the Nemzek Fieldhouse with a 75-66 win. The Dragons now falling to 5-8 overall this season. Both MSUM basketball teams are back in action at home tomorrow, hosting Upper Iowa. The Fargo Force playing in Shields Arena for the first time since we switched our calendars to 2022. The Force hosting the Sioux City Musketeers in part of a two-game weekend series. The story of the first 20 minutes of this one is brand new goaltender Matej Marinov. The Slovakian goalie was peppered in the first period. An open look in front of the net for Sioux City, but Marinov shuts both of those shots down. We are scoreless in Shields Arena. The Musketeers on a big breakaway again, hurling this shot towards the net, but this one also gobbled up by Marinov. Into the final minutes of the opening frame now. The Force break through and Cole Knuble fires a shot. This one deflected by Muskie goalie Alex Tracy. Now this is notable because that was just the second shot attempt by Fargo in the first period. The Force outshot 22-3 in the opening frame as we head into the locker room deadlocked at 10. The teams started lighting the lamp in the second period, but it did not go in Fargo's favor. Sioux City with a 6-2 win tonight. Cole Knuble and Andre Gassot scored those two Force goals. These two teams meet again tomorrow. And last but certainly not least, the North Dakota hockey team still looking for their first win of the calendar year. Western Michigan defending their home ice with a 4-1 win tonight. Judd Caulfield scored the only goal of the night for UND. These two teams go head-to-head in Kalamazoo again tomorrow. Stay with us. We're going to have another look at your evening weather planner coming up next.